Have you ever felt the sting of your children's disrespect, or the ache of growing distance between you and your loved ones? In this video, we'll explore the wisdom of handling such painful moments with grace and understanding. You'll discover the powerful approach of wise parents who manage to maintain peace and harmony in their families, even when faced with hurtful behavior. Stay with us until the end, as we reveal the crucial steps that not only protect your relationship with your children, but also guide them back to a path of respect and love. This is more than just advice, it's a transformative journey for your entire family. If you haven't yet subscribed, I highly recommend doing so and activating the notification bell to ensure you never miss a video. Your support means a lot to me as we continue to grow our community and reach more people with our content. If you enjoy the topic of this video, please leave a comment with a number 1. If it's not quite your cup of tea, drop a 0 in the comments. Your feedback is crucial in helping me create content that better serves you. Let's get started. In the journey of parenthood, there comes a moment when you confront the painful reality of your children's growing disrespect and emotional detachment. During these challenging times, it's vital to hold on to a profound piece of wisdom distilled into just 6 simple words. When faced with the sting of your children's disregard or the coldness of their silence, it is crucial to remember, avoid anger and steer clear of arguments. Embrace these 6 words as your guide, for they carry an understated yet powerful truth. The book Transparent People eloquently captures this essence with a poignant reflection as our children carve out their paths and become more independent. The sense of loneliness that parents experience can become increasingly acute. Despite the emotional distance that grows, parents find themselves learning to navigate this new reality with a deep reservoir of patience and understanding. They offer reassuring words like, "I'm fine. Go ahead, live your life," even as their hearts might be aching in silence. As the years roll by, the inevitable passage of time only seems to widen the chasm between parents and their grown children. What once was a close-knit relationship may begin to feel like a distant memory. Occasionally, the emotional gap grows so wide that it seems insurmountable. In these moments, it's natural to feel a profound sense of loss, confusion, or even a quiet dissatisfaction. Yet, amid these turbulent feelings, it is essential to refrain from allowing anger to take control or to engage in disputes. Instead, remember the wisdom encapsulated in those 6 words. They are the key to maintaining peace. It's a challenge to keep one's thoughts and emotions restrained, especially when they are concealed behind the walls of one's home. Schopenhauer, in his contemplative work The Wisdom of Life, offers us a vital piece of advice: we should regard our matters as private secrets. What others cannot observe directly should remain undisclosed. Each household has its own set of struggles, often unseen by the outside world. While others may not empathize, they might instead indulge in idle gossip, which can exacerbate existing family tensions and escalate conflicts. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. So when you find yourself grappling with the distance growing between you and your children, hold fast to the quiet strength of those 6 words. They offer solace and a gentle reminder that, despite the changing dynamics and the silent battles fought within your heart, maintaining peace and patience is often the most profound response. During the Guangxu era of the Qing dynasty, in a quaint village of Dangtong, a family was living modestly off rented farmland. The household consisted of a farmer's wife and her 5 children, 2 sons and 3 daughters. The daughters were all married, but the 2 sons remained single well into adulthood. Despite her lack of formal education, the farmer's wife enjoyed engaging in lively conversations with her neighbors about the minutiae of daily life. Her 2 sons, however, were a constant source of frustration. They were notorious for their rebellious nature, often clashing with her and indulging in late-night card games. Their behavior was a frequent topic of gossip among the villagers. The farmer's wife, deeply disheartened by her son's conduct, frequently shared her grievances with the locals, unwittingly fueling a cascade of negative rumors. As the sons approached marriageable age, the farmer desperately sought to find respectable wives for them, hoping that marriage might bring stability and maturity. Yet, the tarnished reputation of his sons preceded them. The tales of their misbehavior had spread far and wide, and no family was willing to entrust their daughters to such unpromising suitors. Despite their flaws, the farmer's sons were diligent workers who never shirked their responsibilities. Though they had their moments of discord with their mother, they cared for her with unwavering dedication during her bouts of illness. Unfortunately, while their hard work and filial piety went largely unnoticed, the negative whispers about their behavior spread like wildfire. The few complaints voiced by the farmer had morphed into scandalous tales, undermining his dignity and casting a long shadow over his son's prospects. In this tale, the farmer's situation highlights how easily misunderstandings and gossip can amplify personal grievances into widespread reputations. The farmer's family, despite their good qualities and sincere efforts, became victims of their unfortunate circumstances and the damaging power of idle chatter. In public, some children might display disrespectful behavior toward their parents, yet beneath the surface, they often crave their parents' approval and acceptance. When parents frequently air their children's faults in public, it can significantly damage the child's reputation and erode their self-confidence. In the worst cases, this can even drive the child towards self-destructive behavior as they struggle with the weight of their tarnished image. As parents, it is crucial to exercise patience and resolve family disputes privately. Criticizing our children's flaws in front of others only serves to undermine their dignity and self-worth. Internally, we should strive to be understanding and supportive, while externally we must be both discreet and tactful. Regardless of the nature of our relationship with our children, it is our responsibility to shield them from public judgment and interference. The home should be a sanctuary, a place of refuge and harmony, where family secrets are safeguarded and the family's unity is preserved. Rather than reacting defensively or engaging in public disputes, it is often wiser to step back and let the situation resolve itself. Benjamin Franklin wisely noted, "Argument is a game played by people, but it's a strange game where no one has ever won." It's not uncommon for individuals to exhibit patience and good manners in public, while being impatient and contentious with their loved ones, particularly their parents. This imbalance can lead to frequent arguments and strained relationships. Take, for example, Old Lou, a neighbor who constantly lamented about his daughter's increasingly distant demeanor. Their interactions often escalated into arguments after only a few exchanges. The root of the issue lay in his tendency to interrupt her as she tried to share interesting daily anecdotes, as he was more absorbed in his pursuits. His daughter, now an adult and still single, confided in him her frustration about not being able to find a partner and her desire to change jobs. Instead of offering support, Lou questioned her inability to maintain employment, advising her to endure hardships. This lack of understanding and empathy only served to deepen her dissatisfaction and distance. In essence, maintaining respect and empathy within the family is essential for fostering a positive and supportive environment. By keeping family conflicts private and protecting our children's dignity, we help nurture their self-esteem and preserve the integrity of family relationships. In public, some children might display disrespectful behavior toward their parents, yet beneath the surface, they often crave their parents' approval and acceptance. When parents frequently air their children's faults in public, it can significantly damage the child's reputation and erode their self-confidence. In the worst cases, this can even drive the child towards self-destructive behavior as they struggle with the weight of their tarnished image. As parents, it is crucial to exercise patience and resolve family disputes privately. Criticizing our children's flaws in front of others only serves to undermine their dignity and self-worth. Internally, we should strive to be understanding and supportive, while externally we must be both discreet and tactful. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Regardless of the nature of our relationship with our children, It is our responsibility to shield them from public judgment and interference. The home should be a sanctuary, a place of refuge and harmony, where family secrets are safeguarded and the family's unity is preserved. Rather than reacting defensively or engaging in public disputes, it is often wiser to step back and let the situation resolve itself. Benjamin Franklin wisely noted, "Argument is a game played by people, but it's a strange game where no one has ever won." It's not uncommon for individuals to exhibit patience and good manners in public while being impatient and contentious with their loved ones, particularly their parents. This imbalance can lead to frequent arguments and strained relationships. Take, for example, old Lou, a neighbor who constantly lamented about his daughter's increasingly distant demeanor. Their interactions often escalated into arguments after only a few exchanges. The root of the issue lay in his tendency to interrupt her, as she tried to share interesting daily anecdotes, as he was more absorbed in his pursuits. His daughter, now an adult and still single, confided in him her frustration about not being able to find a partner and her desire to change jobs. Instead of offering support, Lou questioned her inability to maintain employment, advising her to endure hardships. This lack of understanding and empathy only served to deepen her dissatisfaction and distance. In essence, maintaining respect and empathy within the family is essential for fostering a positive and supportive environment. By keeping family conflicts private and protecting our children's dignity, we help nurture their self-esteem and preserve the integrity of family relationships. Young people, often caught in the throes of their own youthful exuberance and lack of experience, may disregard the teachings and guidance offered by their parents. Their apparent immaturity and rebellious behavior can be frustrating for parents who have navigated their own life experiences with wisdom. As people age, they may become more set in their ways and prone to persistent nagging. This can create a challenging dynamic where the natural progression of life leads to increased stubbornness and conflict within the family. At such times, the most effective approach for parents is to cultivate a mindset of deep understanding and tolerance. Rather than reacting with frustration or engaging in heated arguments, it is important to manage our own emotions and approach conflicts with a sense of calm. By maintaining a respectful distance and handling disagreements with composure, parents can create a more harmonious family environment. The principles outlined in Awakening of Parents offer valuable insights into this dynamic. As children grow and mature, parents must also adapt their approach to better align with their children's evolving needs. This requires a shift in perspective where parents acknowledge and empathize with the difficulties their children face in their own lives. It's crucial to approach these challenges with patience and to overlook minor negative emotions, focusing instead on fostering a supportive environment. Rather than getting bogged down by everyday disputes and minor disagreements, it is far more beneficial for parents to concentrate on enjoying their remaining years. Prioritizing personal well-being, both emotional and physical, is essential. Creating a retreat for oneself in old age, through thoughtful planning and self-care, is perhaps the most prudent and effective strategy for achieving long-term satisfaction and peace. Maintaining emotional stability and composure is key to navigating these familial challenges. Instead of allowing anger and frustration to take over, learn to adopt a more light-hearted perspective and laugh off minor irritations. This approach can be exemplified by the story of Wang Jing'an, a notable figure from the Transformations program, whose life provides important lessons in personal growth and transformation. Wang Jing'an was born into a wealthy family in Jin, enjoying a life of privilege from a young age. His parents, engrossed in their own busy lives, often neglected their parental responsibilities, particularly in terms of his education and moral development. This lack of guidance led Wang Jing'an to develop a pattern of skipping classes, causing trouble, and engaging in fights. His behavior became a source of significant concern, reflecting a profound disrespect toward others, and notably, towards his parents. The story of Wang Jing'an underscores the critical importance of parental involvement and the impact of neglect. It serves as a poignant reminder of the potential consequences when emotional and moral guidance is lacking. This narrative highlights the necessity for parents to balance understanding with discipline and to maintain their emotional health amidst familial challenges. By embracing a more patient and accepting attitude, parents can better manage the complexities of their relationships with their children. This not only fosters a more harmonious home environment, but also enhances their quality of life. As we navigate the changing dynamics of family relationships, focusing on empathy, self-care, and thoughtful communication will pave the way for more fulfilling and peaceful interactions. On the first day of his rural exchange program, Wang Jing'an found himself overwhelmed and frustrated. When the program staff confiscated his luggage, he lost control of his emotions and, in a moment of intense anger, even resorted to physical aggression. Arriving at Grandpa's house in the countryside, he continued to exhibit an arrogant and domineering demeanor, refusing to adapt to his new environment. The village grandmother, embodying kindness and generosity, went out of her way to prepare meals for Wang Jing'an. However, his response was cold and disdainful. He declared, "I, Wang Jing'an, would rather starve to death than eat anything from you." This response not only highlighted his ingratitude, but also his deep-seated arrogance. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment on number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Despite his disrespectful behavior, the rural grandparents remained remarkably composed. Instead of reacting with anger, they continued to offer him their hospitality with genuine warmth. The village grandmother even made a long and arduous 3-hour journey over mountain roads to ensure Wang Jing'an received the care and encouragement he needed. She urged him to dedicate himself to his studies and to reflect on his behavior. Over time, as Wang Jing'an immersed himself in the rhythms of rural life, the quiet and unwavering love of his rural hosts began to make an impact. The selflessness and enduring patience of his grandparents slowly reached him, fostering a deep sense of reflection. After more than a month of this experience, he emerged with a newfound sense of sensitivity and understanding. He made efforts to mend the strained relationship with his parents, who had been somewhat negligent in their attention to him. In the months that followed, Wang Jing'an stayed in touch with his rural exchange family. He expressed his gratitude by building a new toilet for his grandparents and bringing gifts during holidays and festivals. This ongoing connection and his thoughtful gestures reflected a significant transformation in his attitude. The story of Wang Jing'an illustrates a crucial lesson for parents dealing with disrespectful behavior from their children. The first and foremost step is to stabilize your emotions and approach the situation with composure. Anger only serves to exacerbate the problem and can further strain your relationship with your child. Instead, embracing warmth, care, and understanding is far more effective in addressing and resolving rebellious attitudes. By maintaining a supportive and nurturing environment, parents can help guide their children toward greater maturity and respect. Napoleon once astutely remarked, "The person who can control their emotions is greater than the general who can take down a city." This profound insight underscores the power of emotional regulation in fostering harmonious relationships and effectively addressing conflicts. Individuals who master their emotions not only navigate family dynamics with greater ease, but also resolve issues with greater efficacy. To earn the respect and filial devotion of your children, it is essential to first master your temper. Emotional mastery is not a luxury but a necessity in maintaining the integrity of familial bonds. In a world rife with chaos and noise, it is important to remember that loud voices and heated arguments do not necessarily equate to truth or solutions. Sometimes the most prudent course of action is to choose silence over confrontation, allowing time to reveal the truth and guide resolutions. By leaving behind the pursuit of immediate victories and instead fostering peace within the family, we create a nurturing environment where true understanding and growth can flourish. The book Before You Leave eloquently states, "The relationship between parents and children is a gradual separation and also a practice to cherish while moving forward." This perspective highlights that the parent-child relationship is both a journey of growth for the child and a path of personal development for the parent. In a truly harmonious family, Time is not squandered on trivial disputes or unnecessary conflicts. Wise parents, when faced with their children's disrespect or estrangement, understand the futility of anger, arguments, or public discussions. They recognize that the emotional climate set by the father and mother profoundly influences the future of their children and the overall prosperity of the family. It is through understanding, patience, and a commitment to emotional stability that we foster a warm and loving home environment. In the remaining years of our lives, let us strive to embrace greater tolerance and less blame. By doing so, we contribute to creating a family atmosphere where love and understanding prevail over discord and complaint. Together, we can cultivate a home filled with warmth, joy, and mutual respect. As we wrap up today's discussion, we've explored the profound impact of emotional control in maintaining harmonious family relationships and fostering personal growth. From Napoleon's wisdom on mastering emotions to the transformative journey of Wang Jing'an, we've seen how patience, understanding, and emotional stability can guide us through familial challenges and lead us to a more fulfilling and respectful life. What have you learned from today's video? Reflect on the insights shared and think about one key lesson or practice you plan to incorporate into your own life. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. Please share in the comments below what you've learned and how you intend to apply it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave your comment, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content that inspires and enriches. Your support helps us continue bringing valuable insights and discussions to you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to connecting with you in the comments.